Okay, so next part is, so here definitely now what I told, that same thing they explained here. So the document type definition is there, no, DTD. So this document type definition will define the which type of document you are going to create. So if you are creating HTML, that HTML is displaying there. Okay, if you are creating XML, that XML document also you can create it by using this DTD, means document type definition. Means inside that document type definition, if you mentioned, you can create both XHTML and XML files. Okay, so and then here you see this one is the transition or traditional way of mentioning the document type definition. Means this one is the path or the file that describes the syntax of your HTML tag. If you attach this one to your HTML files, okay, and then if you made any mistake in writing your code, writing your tags, so your program will not get executed. Okay, if you mention this link, okay, if you mention this path, okay, this what URL is there here, this URL or this path if you mentioned, and then if you start executing, if you start typing your HTML tags, so there if you made any mistake, this one will not get this one will not allow you to execute the codes if you made mistakes. Okay, actually this one is the XHTML 1.0 version that I explained in the previous videos. So in XHTML 1.0, there they are made strict rules. According to that rules only you have to type your code. If you made any mistake, it will not allow you to execute. So that's why now if you are coding, if you want to code, now we are not mentioning this one. Okay, if you mention this one, you should be perfect in your code. Okay, means you are typing your tags. If you made any mistake, it will not allow you to execute. Okay, so why? Because why I explained this one in the sense, you have to know about this. Okay, if you open some standard HTML standard web pages, there they mention this one. Okay, so and then sometimes in your exam they will ask, write the syntax for XHTML document type. So there you have to mention this one. Okay, okay, so here this one is 1.0 version. The next one is here head and body. So I already told. So in head mainly in HTML we divided into head and as well as body. In head mainly we are using for linking web pages, and then next one is for mentioning meta elements. Meta elements. So meta elements in the sense. So these meta elements are mentioned within meta tag. Actually that meta tag is not executed in your web page, but why we are using that meta tag in the sense, so for describing some inbuilt values in the sense, for example if you want to encode your data means if you want to convert your information from one language to another language, so are you observed in some of the websites, so you can view that web pages in different languages, Kannada, English, Hindi, you can convert. Okay, your video website, if you open your video website, if you want to read it in Kannada, then you can change it. That one we called as Unicode transformation. Okay, Unicode transformation, that one is here UTF-8. Okay, here UTF-8, this one we called as character encoding. Here UTF means Unicode transformation, we called as Unicode transformation. Okay, Unicode transformation. That Unicode transformation, why we mention this one in the sense, if you mention this one in your web pages, then you can convert that web page into one language to another language. Which language you want, for that language you can convert. Okay, so here 8 represents that at a time it can convert or it can encode 8 characters. 8 characters it will be encoded. So that thing we mentioned in that part. Okay, not only this one, by using meta tags we can give some description about your web pages, that helps to your business logic in a sense. So I already told, if you want to search anything in your websites, what you are doing, just you type a keywords, right? Okay, but through that keyword your website will fetch from your servers, right? That keywords mainly we mentioned inside this head part. Okay, head part. Okay, and then next one is for attaching external style sheets. I already told style sheets means CSS. So in next chapter we discussed about CSS. HTML just gives the basic structure for your web page. Okay, if you want to attach any extra designs, or if you want to coloring your web pages, or if you want to alter your web pages, that we are doing by using CSS. That's why CSS is very important. Okay, in HTML also we can make, but here we don't have much options. Okay, only we have basic options that we are not following now. Okay, we are using CSS. Through that CSS you have plenty of options. Are you observed in some web pages, if you open animations, one part, head part will come from top, and then some other topic will come from right, left, bottom. Okay, that animation effects if you want to give, for that you have to use CSS. Okay, through that CSS only you can perform all those things. And then external JavaScript files. Okay, if you want to attach any external JavaScript files, so JavaScript is a programming language, right? Java is a programming, right? But now the Java we are write it in the form of scripting languages. Okay, in the form of scripting language we write that Java. Okay, so here for giving programming effect to your web pages, so are you observed in some websites, in business websites, in business or in your marketing websites, calculations are there, some calculations are there, right? So simple calculator if you want to create, for creating simple calculator, or if you want to give some programming operations if you want to perform. Okay, here also in JavaScript, in JavaScript we have inheritance concept, polymorphism concept. Okay, and then you can create objects. We have plenty of inbuilt objects here, where here also we are using. So that we discussed in third module. In third module we have JavaScript concept. Okay, so that files we are attaching in head part. And then in body part, okay, this one is next one is heading. So okay, head and body, this one is head part. And then in body part, mainly we used to represent our data in our web pages. In your web page, if you want to represent any data, right, your own data, if you whatever you want to represent, that one we represented in body part. Okay, so in that first one is heading tags. Okay, in HTML we have 6 different types of heading tags that we represented using H1, H2, H3, H4 and H5, H6. Total 6 heading tags are there. Okay, all these tags are pair tags. So what are pair and unpair tags? Pair and unpair tags andre enappa? Okay, in HTML we have 2 types of tags. I already told and explained in that video. If you watch that video, then only you know. Okay, in tags 2 types are there. One is pair and unpair. Pair tag in the sense it will have 2 things, opening and closing. So here you see that for that example, H1 is the pair tag. Okay, pair tag in the sense here opening tag, here this one we call as closing. Okay, opening tag, just we mention the element inside angular braces. This H1 we called as an element. Okay, and then if you want to close this one, here we close by using forward slash, we mention forward slash before an element. So for pair tag. Okay, we have some other unpaired tags are there. Unpaired tags here you see, here only you see, this one is unpaired tag, image. If you want to insert image, for that one pair, only single tag. Okay, so here image, for image is an element name, and then source and alternate, ALT is there, right? SRC is source. This one is the attributes. This one, these two are we called as an attributes. So these attributes will describe the image. Okay, if you want to insert any image, for that we have to get that image from some other source, right? So that for that image path we have to represent it within a source. Source is an attribute. So in HTML, attributes we represented attributes also in 2 types. One is some attributes contains name and value pair. So, some attributes we have that attributes having only name. Okay, only name attributes also there, but mainly we have name and value pair attributes. Okay, so here we have name and value pair. So here source is a name, value, for this source we have to give value, that value will be the path of that image. Okay, here you can give 2 types of path. That path you already studied in your Unix, right? So relative path, what is it, Alva? Here also we are using, that we discuss next. Okay, relative path, reference path. Okay, so here if you, here you can attach local directory files also or online files also. If you want to attach online images, for that you have to give URL. It will not directly accept the domain name. URL, HTTP format. In that HTTP format only you have to mention the path for your image. Okay, and then next alternate, if your image is not get loaded, then we have to display some error message, right? For that we are using alternate. Okay, ALT is alternate, alternate name. Okay, this one will work like your if and else. If that image is loaded, then it's okay. If it is not loaded, then what we have to do? So for that we have to mention alternate. Okay, okay, and then we have 6 different types of heading tags. Here itself we displayed here. Okay, 1 2. Okay, one H1, H2 is there, H3, H4 and H5 is there. Okay, so but in body part, if you want to display anything, okay, mainly in body we are using heading tags, paragraph tags, and then division tag. Okay, next I will explain what is the division and then what is that paragraph. Okay, and then we have a small tag. Okay, all these tags we discussed in next slides. Okay, so now here you see, so this one is the code. Actually what they mentioned here, first one is inside body h1 having highest font size, h1 heading tag having highest font size. Here, see here, so this displays here, share your travels, and then h2, so compared to h1 and h2 having less font size. Okay, by default for h1 36 pixels. This one is browser compatibility language. HTML is 36. HTML is browser compatibility. So in some browser it will have some default value, some different default values are there. Okay, Prati browser, for each browser the default values are get varied. Okay, but here we have some standard values, 36 pixel, and then h2 is there, and then paragraph. Okay, so the difference between heading and paragraph tag is, for heading tags it will just display like heading. How you write your headings? You make it bold, right? Make it bold, and then font size will be increased, right? But if you want to type your general data, means normal text, if you want to type, for that you have to type normally, right? For that we are using paragraph tag. For paragraph tag the default font size is 12 pixel. Paragraph 12 pixel. Okay, for heading tags we have different font size. For h1 36, h6 h6 12 pixel, h6 12 pixel. For paragraph 12. Okay, and then next, if you want to insert image, for that we are using image tag. Okay, next again we discussed about these things, but now generally we are discussing. And then division, div tag we called as division tag. So this division tag mainly we use for divide our web page. Are you observed in your website? For example, if you place this image here itself, after share your travels, if you want to place this image here, now it will not possible. Why that will not possible, next I will tell you. But now if you want to place this image here, now we have to divide this one into two parts, just like table. In tables you are creating rows and columns, right? Okay, if you directly create rows and columns, that one will be easy to place the elements, right? Like that, if you want to divide your web page into rows and column format, for that we are using division tag. Okay, division mainly we use to divide our web page. So when you are creating, next I will show you how to create one web page. Okay, for dividing web page we are using division tag. And then small tag is there. Here you see small tag. This small tag is used to reduce the font size, reduce the normal font size. For example, for paragraph tag font size is 12. Now if you want to reduce that one into 10 pixel, for that you are using small tag. If you are increasing the font size, for that you use big tag. Big is there, by using big you can increase the font size also. Okay, and then next here you see some other tags also there. Here observe, time tag is there. Here time tag is there, right? This time tag is used to represent the date and time. Okay, if you want to represent any date and time in your program or in your web page, so for that we use time tag. And then code, if you want to represent any code, programming is there in your web page. Okay, then for that we can also use code tag. Code tag is also there. Okay, don't worry about the tags, but these are all the main tags. Okay, so this one is the example. Okay, that shows this one. Okay, don't worry. So this one is the example document. So here they are using listers. Okay, don't worry, this will be discussed after we discussing listers. Okay, see here, first concept is paragraph and division. So the basic unit of text in HTML tag, notice that p tag is a container that can contain HTML and other inline HTML elements. So before going to discuss about this paragraph and division tag, you should know about inline and block. Okay, in HTML there are two types of displays are there. Two types of display. One is inline display and block display. Okay, display block and display inline is there. In display is a actually display is a CSS. Okay, CSS attribute value. Okay, the attribute value we called as property actually in CSS, but in HTML we called as attribute. In display, the HTML elements tags, inbuilt tags display in two different types. One is inline and block. Sir, ಏನು ಸರ್ ಇದು inline and block ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. So inline means the tags that display the content, how much space they needed. Okay, they display and they acquire the browser space how much they needed. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಂಕರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಂಕರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್. image tag that anchor and image tags are inline tags. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಸ್. they display blocks inbuilt they display block. What that block in a sense, it acquire 100% width. 100% width ಅನ್ನು acquire ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, it acquire 100% width. ಸರ್ ಏನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ನೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಲಿಸನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. if you just call one paragraph tag and if you just enter one alphabet also, it will acquire 100% width. 100% width in your browser screen. Okay, if you enter next tag, if you insert next data in some other tags, after heading tags if you have some other paragraph tag, okay, so that will jumps to new line ಗೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಎಂಟರ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಜಂಪ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂ ಲೈನ್. Okay, it will acquire 100% width. But your anchor tag and your image tag not like that. Okay, if you insert two images, okay, that two images having only 200 pixels data, so that two images display one after the other. Okay, that will not jump to new line. Why? Because inline tags acquire how much space they needed. It will not acquire 100% width. But your block elements, okay, next when we start typing or start creating web pages, then you know. Okay, but you have to know about inline and block. Okay, this paragraph and div tag, these two are also a block tags. Display block, they having the future property display block, they acquire 100% width. Okay, so here that thing they are mentioning here. Most basic unit of text, just basic unit of text in HTML that we represented within a container, p tag. This p is what? Pair tag. Okay, so the div element is also a container element and is used to create logical grouping of content. So here you listen, paragraph tag and div tag having same features, but in paragraph you can display characters, one sentence. Okay, one sentence or 2 to 3 lines data you can enter. But inside div you can group the elements. Means you can add inside div, you can add heading tag, image tag, and then you can add paragraph tag. Okay, and then anchor tag. Okay, for grouping of elements we are using div tag. Okay, but paragraph and div both are what? Both are display block elements. Okay, both are display block elements. Okay, so when we go to CSS, there you can easily understand. Okay, here you see. So this one is div element. By using div, okay, they are creating this block here inside. Behind one web page is there, right? Here front behind. So this web page is created by using div tag. By using div, you can group these elements. For this one is the code. Actually, this one is not visible. Okay, blur agidalva. Okay, so don't worry about this one. This one is just an example. Okay, next one is links. For linking one web page to another web page. In HTML, for linking one web page to another web page. So you already observed, you opened so many websites. In that websites, we have only one web page. One website contain only one web page. Website in the sense what? It contains information. That information in the form of group of web pages. It have plenty of web pages. So now we need to communicate one web page with another web page. Okay, if you open any web page, for example, our college website, if you open, there we have main navigation tag bars are there, right? Home, about us, and then your contact us, and then departments. Some different links are there, right? For linking one web page to another web page, we are using only one tag in a HTML for linking one web page to another web page, anchor tag. That we called as anchor tag. So listen here. That anchor tag we represented using A. A we called as anchor tag. Okay, A is also a pair tag. A kuda pair tag. So here inside A, if you want to, now we are making a link, right, for referencing another web page, in the sense that web page link we have to represent. For referencing that link, we are using href. Href means hyperreference. Hyperreference. So this hyperreference, for this hyperreference attribute, we have to give URL. You have to give, if you want to link online files ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, for that you have to give what? URL. Don't give domain name, just domain name. Domain name ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, www.centralpark.com ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, this one is just domain name. But if you attach HTTP, then only it will become URL. Okay, and then if you can also link the local directory files by mentioning the absolute and relative path names na kottu illi nodi index.html anta ide alva illi. Okay, this index.html is a local file. Okay, so yesterday I told you to save your file by using index. Why index? In the sense, in one website we have plenty of web pages. Okay, but your server fetch first page. That first page is index page. Okay, your server will searching for index page. That index page will be the first web page of your website. Okay, so that's why you save your file by using index first file. Okay, so this one is hyper reference. So now you know how to write anchor tags. Okay, anchor tag, and then href is what? Hyper reference. And then if you just mention these two, this one will not display anything in your web page. If you want to display anything, for this one is a reference, right? For which web page we are linking, that path we are mentioning here. But we have to show something to the user. Click or press this one to go to new page. Like that, if you want to give some message, okay, that message or that data we write it within this anchor tag. Okay, this thing only display in your web page. Actually, by default, this one will display in blue color with underline. Okay, these are all your Viva questions. Okay, in which color anchor tag will display. Okay, and then instead of this data, you can also make images as link. Are you observed in some web page, if you just click image, it will redirect to some other pages, right? Okay, instead of this data also, you can mention in image also you can make it as a link. Image ಕೂಡ ಲಿಂಕ್ ತರ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಮೇಜ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ನ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ನೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಯು ಓಪನ್ಡ್ last, that one you need to close first. Okay, you can also nest the elements. Inside one element you can insert another elements also. Okay, so here you see this are the external links to external site. You can use the anchor elements to create wide range of links. Which are the links we can make? First one is links to external sites, external web pages you can links. Okay, links to other web pages or resource within the current site, within that current local directory. If you have any other files, that also you can link to other places within the current page. Okay, and then links to the particular location on another page. Okay, you can link your JavaScript files, and then you can start emailing also. Okay, you can do email also. Next I will show you the example. Okay, how to email. For emailing we can use mail to. We need to attach mail to. Okay, href mail to. Okay, that will redirect to your local which software is there. For that software it will be redirect. Wait, I will show you. Now I open one the notepad. Okay, first what we need to do? First open new file. First we have to do save as. Go to save as, and then I go to desktop. Here I create one new folder. Okay, web examples. Okay, inside this web examples I save first file. How you save? Index. Okay, your main page you have to save in the form of index.html. First what we have to do? First doc type html. Okay, this one is the best practice. This one is optional one actually. Okay, for best practice you have to type doc type html, and then next html tag. Okay, and then next you have to give tab space. So here you see how I type. In the same way if you type, then it will be look good, and then you can easily see here. Listen. So inside that HTML we are dividing our web page into head and as well as body. Okay, so head and body. Okay, inside head now we know only title, right? Title. So for example, links example. Now I type this one as links example. Okay, for linking one web page to another web page, what we have to do? We have to use anchor tag. Okay, anchor tag. And then listen, for best practice, we have to type our HTML tags using lowercase. So this one is the best practice, not mandatory. You can, if you type it in uppercase also, it will work now. Why? Because we are not attaching XHTML 1.0 syntax. If you attach that one, it will not get executed. Okay, so anchor tag. Inside this anchor tag, now send mail. Now I type send email. For whom? For whom? So here we have to represent href. Okay, href is what? Href is an attribute. For that value we have to give. Now mail, you are mailing now. For mail, listen here and then write. Mail to is there. Mail to is the keyword to mail to the particular web email address. So now I type my email address mail to, and then you type your gmail.com. So here you see in these things, which one will be displayed in your web page? Only send mail. Send mail. Okay, now I save. Okay, save and run. Okay, I run it in Chrome. Launch in Chrome. See here, send mail. By default, which color? Blue. Underline. Now if I click here, this one is a reference. So it will be redirect to Microsoft Outlook. In your mobile also you can do it like this. If you execute the same code in your mobile, it will redirect to your Gmail. It will redirect to Gmail. There you can set, and then you can also make calls. Okay, by using this HTML anchor tag, you can also make calls. Okay, so instead of mail to, what we can do in the sense TEL. If you want to send, if you want to make calls. Okay, so this one execute only in mobile. This telephone number redirect to mobile. Why? Because in your laptops and in your desktops you don't have what calls facilities, right? Okay, these two are very important. For mailing, mail to Telegram. Okay, and then you can link to hyperreference that I will show, right? Already showed. Okay, here google.com or some other thing. If you want to redirect, href is equal to, here what we have to type, URL or domain name? Which one it will accept? URL only. Okay, www dot Google or some Kaveri Institute .in or CIT Monday na ಯಾವುದು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿರೋದು? ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡೋರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ CITmonday.in. okay, click here to visit college website anta. Okay, here you can type a message. Okay, click here to visit college website. Okay, so now you save and then run it again, otherwise go here and then click. See here, see the difference. Okay, why they are displaying in same line? It will not jump to new line. We are using 3 different tags. This one is what? Then this anchor tag is what? Display inline. That's why it will not jump to new line. The same thing if you write it inside paragraph, then it will jump to new line. Okay, now you understand the difference between inline and paragraph. Inline and block. This one is inline. That's why it will display one after the other. It will not acquire more spaces. But if you are using display block element, it will acquire 100% width. Wait, I will show you. Okay, the same anchor tag, I write it within paragraph. We can nest the elements. Okay, so inside paragraph you can attach anchor tag also. Okay, but which one you opened last, that one you close first. Okay, there you should careful. Okay, here I close the paragraph. Okay, here inside paragraph we open anchor tag. That anchor tag we need to close first, after that paragraph. Okay, so now I save and then see the difference. Now you see the difference. The send mail jumps to new line. Why? Because this acquire 100% width. First anchor tag present within in block tag, paragraph tag. That paragraph is block that acquires 100% width. Okay, so now you click this one and then see the difference. What happens? Okay, this one visit your college website if that domain name is correct. Okay, in this way you have to execute your files and you have to work. Okay, now how I explaining, in this way only you have to work, then only you can learn easily. Okay, so and then you can link the JavaScript files also. Okay, so that we see the next when we go to JavaScript. So these are all the referencing. Okay, reference, see here. So first one is external site. If you want to attach to your external web page or external URL, then you have to attach full URL you have to type, and then in external site link to the particular resource. Particular resource means this one will redirect to the particular website. Okay, in that website full first front page will open, but inside that website particular file if you want to get, for that you have to mention like this. Here they mention GIF means this one is image. Okay, graphical interface format. GIF images ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ, graphical interface format. Okay, so particular resource ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು redirect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And then if you want to link to the another page, same site on this page. Okay, same site, same website ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ page, main page ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, home page ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, for that you have to mention index. And then here #top is there, link to the another place on the same page. In the sense, for example, are you observed in some web pages it will not redirect to the new page, it will not get open in some websites, it will go to the down and top. Single web page website they created, single website web page na create ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, but in that website we have 5 to 6 pages, but all the web pages are in same single page ಅಲ್ಲೇ 5 to 6 ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಹೋಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So in that type of web page, you have to move to the top or bottom, then you have to use hash top. Hash indicates that ID name. ID. Okay, that I will explain when we move to the CSS. ID, class, these are all very important. And then by mentioning name, okay, define anchor tag from a link to the another place to the same page. Okay, same page alli bere kade move ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ okay, you can create name, okay, and then you can move. Okay, and then you have a link to the specific place on another page, another web page ಅಲ್ಲಿ specific page place ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ there you have to mention that web page name and then that ID as represents ID. By mentioning that ID, okay, you can move to the new web page. And then JavaScript, and then JavaScript links. Okay, if you want to make JavaScript links, for that also here you see JavaScript. Okay, if you want to apply JavaScript effects, okay, that I will show you when we go to the JavaScript concept. And then next year, see here, at last tele call for call toll free numbers. Now I showed, right? So telephone number, this will work in mobiles only. Okay, so you have to type like this. This one is JavaScript. Okay, here open anomaly pop-up, okay, for displaying pop-up message. So for in your first lab program, I will show you how to pop up the messages. Okay, so in this for different types of files you can link. Okay, not only for URL, you can mention the URL in URL specific web source, and then you can link to the same web page, and then we can move to the particular in same place, same web page, we can move to the some other places in that same web page. Okay, so like that, and then for that JavaScript pages also you can link your anchor tag. By using anchor tag, you can execute the JavaScript inbuilt functionalities also. This one is inbuilt functionality actually. Okay, this one will pop displaying a pop-up message. Okay, and then you can make a call, and then you can make a mail. Okay, mail by using anchor tag referencing. Okay, this one is relative referencing. Okay, these are all the syntax. Okay, and then next one is absolute referencing, absolute path. So here you have to mention the paths, correct path. Okay, yesterday I will explain in images. For image, I told you to create one folder, and then inside that folder only you create another one image folder. Inside that image folder you insert your images. So that one is absolute pathing. Okay, absolute pathing. So here you see same directory. Okay, your file and images are in same directory, then you can directly mention the file name. Okay, ಎರಡು same folder ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ image, for example, if you want to link another web page, that web page and your main web page, from which web page you are referencing, both are in same directory, then you can directly mention what? Your file name. Okay, it will be not in that same page, it will be in child directory. Then you have to mention the directory name, means your folder name, and then file name. Okay, so in yesterday in image how you mention that image? First you mention the folder name, right? After that folder is there, right? That one is child for your index page. Okay, and then next one is grandchild. If it is grandchild means inside that folder if you have another one folder, okay, then you have to mention both the folder names and then a resource. Okay, and then sibling directory. For that sibling directories, how you are mentioning here, you see for sibling directories. So the fourth one is parents and ancestors. If it is in parent and ancestor, means it will be present in some other directory, means you have plenty of folders in web page, sorry, in your website. Okay, so you don't know where to link actually. Okay, so then better you do what is mention dot slash. If you mention dot slash, your system, okay, your server will search in that particular folder itself. It may be present in any folder, it will be search and then display. Okay, so and then for siblings also, and then for root referencing, you have to mention the path name, particular path name, and then display. Okay, and then default document, for default document just you mention the / and then type your folder name. Okay, so these are all the ways for relative absolute pathing. Okay, so this last slide, relative referencing, this one is absolute referencing. Okay, these are all present in the same directory or in your local sys server. Local server ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ರೆ, okay, path ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should be careful. Okay, otherwise it will not get loaded. Okay, so next inline text elements. Now I told already inline and block. So inline means, so HTML example use different inline elements, namely this strong time and small elements is there, right? These three are inline elements. Inline means it will acquire how much space they needed. Okay, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, it will not acquire more space, but block elements are acquire more 100% width. Okay, so listen here, these are all the list of elements commonly used inline elements. Anchor tag, ABBR, abbreviation. If you want to write any abbreviation for particular word, that you have to mention with using ABBR. And then BR, actually now this in HTML5 we are using BR, not BR. If you are not mentioning slash also it will work. BR is for line breaker. And then cite, if you want to mention any websites citation, so that you have to mention within cite. This one is also inline tag. And then code if you want to write programming codes. And then EM is emphasize. That emphasize will look like your italic. Okay, italic means fonts. Italic in the sense what? How it display? Style, shrinken. Your characters are get shrink, right? Okay, it will be shrink. Okay, if you use emphasis, so it will also work like your italic tag. Okay, emphasis. Okay, this one will ask in your exam. These are all the things. Why? Because this one is different. You can, if they ask italic, then you can easily write italic. We represented using I pair tag is italic. For bold, you use B. Okay, underline U. Okay, italics. Listen here. Emphasis also work like italic. And then mark is also tag. This one will work like your marker. If you want to mark particular data or particular paragraph, then that paragraph you represented within mark, then it will be mark or highlight your data by using yellow background color. Okay, it will give yellow background color to particular element or particular data. Okay, and then small tag, it used to reduce the font size reduce ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. And then strong will increase the font size ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು increase ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, and then wait, and then strong is there, right? And then spam, div and spam. Okay, div is display block. It's a container to store the different elements. That will display block. But spam display inline. Spam is display inline. Okay, inside that paragraph, if you want to make any other things display inline, then you use spam, spam tag. Okay, that one is display inline. And then time tag is also display inline. Time. Okay, if you want to display any date and time, for that you use time tag. Okay, and then images. Okay, I already explained now. Explain these images, right? How to insert the images. Okay, just go through this. And then next, character entities. This one is very important, and then this one is important question. Why? Because in HTML, some special characters will not accept. It will not accept directly. If you mentioned greater than symbol and then less than symbol, it will not display in your web page. Okay, for that we have to mention some character entities. And then if you give white space, it will not accept. It will not accept the white spaces. Okay, for representing white space, we use character entity &NBSP, non-breaking white space. Non-breaking white space and colon. Okay, if you want to provide any white space ನೀವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? &NBSP semicolon. Okay, and then you can also mention using number. For that we have to mention #160. Okay, this one is important question. Okay, this one is repeatedly asked in your previous exams. Explain character entities in a HTML. Okay, first one is non-breaking space. If you want to provide non-breaking space in browser, if you give multiple white spaces, it will not allow. Okay, for that what we have to do? We have to mention character entity. Okay, entities. And then for less than symbol, For less than symbol, ampersand LT semicolon. Okay, then this one will display less than symbol. For greater than, ampersand GT. Okay, listen here and then write. Okay, for less than, ampersand LT, greater than ampersand GT. Okay, and then also we have number ampersand hash 60 for less than, 62 for greater than, and then copy symbol, copyright symbol is there, right? C anta bandu circle iruttalla. So for copyright symbol we have to use ampersand copy. Okay, numbering 169, ampersand hash 169. Okay, listen here. And then euro currency symbol, ampersand euro semicolon. And the number is 8364. Ampersand has 8364 semicolon. You have to mention. Okay, otherwise, and then trademark symbol TM, trademark symbol. Okay, for that ampersand tray. And then for this one, this UML symbol is there. So this one mainly used for umlaut mark, some other for business purpose. These symbols are using. So mainly we are using non-breaking space for greater than, less than, and copyright. And then if you want to use euro, then for that you mentioned. Okay, in exam if they ask this question, they ask for 4 to 5 marks. Explain the character entities in HTML. Then you have to write. Okay. The next one is listers. So in next class we discussed about the listers. Okay. Now you go through these concepts. Okay, and then try to execute these things in your system. Okay. Thank you.